2 years ago, I was in Krakow, and I was planning to head towards Brno in the Czech Republic, and I decided to make a stop off in the industrial city of Katowice. And when I told people of my plans, I was getting like comments from people saying, "Why the hell are you going there? There's nothing to do, there's nothing to see, it's an ugly city." So I came here and spent maybe just 2 nights or something, and I just had a really good time. I enjoyed it. Thought it was a nice city, so I'm back. I'm here for 3 nights this time. So I'm going to try and show to you that Katowice is actually a cool city. I need one of them.
Wysoki wynik, natomiast na pewno można się uśmiechnąć i dobrze bawić przy naszym...
It's just like, is it a cheese?
Yes, it's a cheese.
Cheese, and is this cheese and like bochim? Is that bacon?
No, we don't
No.
have.
Okay, so how much?
Only cheese is 4 and with cranberry is 5.
And what is 5? Sorry.
Cranberry.
Okay, can I just? Oh, you take card, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Can I just have the cheese ones then? Just cheese.
Just cheese.
Yeah,
okay.
Dziękuję.
Proszę bardzo.
Right, I think it's goat's cheese. I did see some people frying these up in Gdansk. So what that's going to do, just pick it up and eat it. Oh, that's so good. To be honest, for 4 zloty, I was expecting to get about 5. I didn't know it was 4 zloty each. I've just moved further on this bar here. I was tempted with a beer, but instead I've gone for this like kind of local sausage, a bit of mustard, free bread, and this is one of them cheese things wrapped in bacon. So, what a lovely little feast. So they had a different type of sausage, one which looked like a smoked sausage, which I'd had before. This one looked unusual, and it is. I don't know what's in there. I think there's like some barley or something like that. Some oats. A bit like black pudding, which I'm not a big fan of, but I'll eat it anyway. One of the things I did miss last time I was in Katowice was the street art. Apparently Katowice is filled with amazing street art, so I've managed to find a few locations. The first one I went to, there was nothing there, nothing I could find anyway. But let's see if the others are still in existence. Well, there's no wonder I missed some of this street art last time, because this is really tucked away. You're not going to walk past this unless you come looking for it. This is the main street. Well, this street's looking a bit familiar now, because I was in this bar last night. Melee Creedon's bar. I don't know if that's Melee or Melee. And yeah, nice place, very nice place. So last night I started at a place called Namaste, which is a bar that's just out of the centre, and it's owned by a traveller. And I went last time and there was no one in. I thought I'd give it a go, and there's a few people and it wasn't busy, but they did have a very, very nice American Pale Ale on, which Polish brewery. So I ended up drinking a bit more than I was planning to last night. And then I ended up in there, where I got chatting to a group of lads who were in Poland for the football match. And that got a bit messy as well. So this is the main bar street in Katowice. It's called Mariacka Street, and lots of bars and restaurants on here. Gets quite lively at the weekend. It's pretty quiet during the week. One end of Mariacka Street is this huge cathedral. I just bumped into the the chaps from Blackburn. I don't know why I didn't film them, to be honest. Yeah, they're basically just having a drink and some Thai and Indian food. So just at the back of Mariacka Street is another street called, I think it's called Nia Mariacka. Oh, sorry, Ria Mariacka. And I came down at the other end and found like one piece of street art, and I just looked online and it says it's just like it's the mecca of street art in Katowice. So I've come back. I've come from the other end, and sure enough, there's tons of the stuff. I've not even gone on there actually yet. This is just like an underpass underneath the railway, which is just filled with street art. So let's go and have a look at some of the stuff down there. It's interesting. It's a lovely pleasant day in old Katowice. I appear to be walking through the university grounds for some reason. So Katowice used to make its money through coal mining, and just on the edge of the city there's a district called Katowice. Might be saying that incorrectly, but that's worth going to as well. It's an entire kind of little community all made out of red brick, and it's a really nice place, and it's quite historical. There's a museum there as well. And just here is another former coal mine, which has now been turned into museums, and there's a restaurant, and I think there's an art gallery in there, and there's a big old mine shaft just there as well. So yeah, let's go and take a look. And they've also got COVID-19 test centre. Well, I wasn't expecting it to either be open or that we could actually go up, but we can. And it's free today, apparently, so that's a nice little bonus. I'm already feeling my legs going a bit wobbly. We're getting very high up here. Bloody hell. Let's do it. Hey. So just there you can see the Spodek, which is probably Katowice's most recognisable building, and yeah, it's concerts and sports events. It holds 12,500 people. There's the old Spodek. It does look like a UFO that's landed in the middle of the city. Well, the whole thing is free on Tuesdays, so time that up. I don't even know what it is. I'm guessing it's the mining museum. It's just going on forever. This is Katowice in 1939 when the Germans invaded. So it appears to be a gallery of Polish art, which I wasn't expecting. I thought it was all going to be to do with the mines. Oh, this is huge. You can see in there some of the local art. You can see the mines, mine shafts in the background on quite a lot of them. Another one here. There's another one there. Maybe some stairs. It's a huge collection they've got here, and I mean, all this stuff is like, you know, 500 to 600 years old.
Całkowicie potrzeby krajowe, a prawie połowę produkcji przeznaczamy na eksport.
Well, that was a cracking museum. I thought I'd be in there 5 minutes, and I don't know how long I've been in there, but yeah, I wasn't expecting there's loads of, there's a huge art gallery, Polish art, which was really good. And then downstairs there's a permanent exhibition on Silesian history, which was great, and I just didn't have the time, you know, I could have been in there all day. So yeah, if you're in Katowice and you've got a spare day, come to this place, especially on a Tuesday. It's all free. Oh, this is nice. Huge old Soviet monument dedicated to the Silesian uprising. It was put here in 1957. Apparently it lights up at night. It's absolutely massive. And this was as close as I got to the Spodek last time. I don't know why I didn't go across and have a look at it. I can't even remember that. It's a great building. It looks amazing, and you know, you're in the middle of the city surrounded by all these skyscrapers, and then in the middle of it all you've got this UFO shaped buildings. Very futuristic, this part of Katowice. I don't know what this building is. Some people think of Katowice as a grey, drab industrial city. They've not been for a few years. I mean, there are elements of that. It's not the prettiest of cities, but there's some really interesting things to come and see, and some cracking architecture. It's my second time in Katowice. I've actually been to Katowice and I came back, so I don't know why, I just have a soft spot for old Katowice.